let's see. If Dumbo can like swallow the feathers, and that makes him fly. Let's see if I get faster by like eating my shoelaces. Let's check out my normal run speed. And now the shoelaces. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes. Hello guys and welcome back to Zimmy's Film Club. So, I watched the film Dumbo yesterday with my grandparents and my girlfriend, Sonia. And what did I think of it? Well, this is going to be a bit of a different review, where instead of just going through like the story, the visuals, and the characters, we're gonna look through first the good things and the bad things, because I have a lot to say about this movie.
Okay.
Before we get to that, let's see how it fared with other critics. Now the Disney remakes, actually they don't do too bad with the critics. Yeah, sure, some people hate them, but overall on Rotten Tomatoes, they have decent scores. Jungle Book was really well liked. Pete's Dragon was well liked, and Beauty and the Beast fared well.
You did?
Yes,
Okay.
which is surprising.
Yeah, I didn't think it was too good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
However, and the Cinderella
Oh, yeah. I saw
remake
that
too.
one.
That was well liked. But Dumbo, the critics say it's one of the weaker Disney remakes.
Okay.
Like it's up there with Alice in Wonderland and Maleficent. They're not as bad as Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Okay. And what do you say?
I actually like this film. Now, do I like it more than the original? No. Do I like it as much as the original? No. Do I still like it? Yes. And here's why. First of all, I like that this movie was very, very, very different from the original. Like the concept of humans taking center stage in a movie that's called Dumbo may be kind of weird. But it actually worked, and I like how they incorporated things from the first film, like Dumbo swallowing a magic feather to fly, or the pink elephant sequence and such,
They did?
without going into like controversy, like Dumbo doesn't swallow any alcohol using his trunk, and there are no rhesus crows.
Oh, that's nice. A nice change.
So yeah, the feather thing, it's something the parents give him,
Oh.
and like the tamers give him, and so it makes him fly, and that's nice. And the pink elephant sequence is recreated. Spoilers.
Okay.
Is recreated gorgeously in like a giant theater, and then you have all these different female dancers creating bubbles.
Ooh.
And that resemble the pink elephant scene.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I like how they did that. And I also liked the final climax. Like where the whole circus begins to burn down, and so the parents must escape.
Yeah.
And then like Dumbo goes to the rescue and does some stuff. It was cool.
Yeah, and that also is taken from the original, right? I mean,
No.
it wasn't in the original?
It wasn't in the original. The only thing there was just like a burning building.
Yes, there was, yeah.
But it's not like the burning of the whole circus.
Oh, okay.
The whole circus didn't burn down
Okay,
by itself.
I see. It's been a long time since I saw
That and the flying scenes,
Mm-hmm. 'Cause, mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
they're really, really good.
Awesome.
And
And you told me yesterday that you liked the fact that they did their own story and not just.
yeah. I already said that right now. When you compare it to films like The Jungle Book or Beauty and the Beast, like their remakes, and they're almost the same.
Yeah, they're following to the letter.
Yeah,
The original.
with some different actors, some different visuals. This one feels entirely different. It feels almost like a sequel
Nice.
of some sorts,
Okay. Cool.
but in the good one.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
while the relationship between like Dumbo and his mom Jumbo isn't nearly as compelling this time, I'll get to why. I did like the relationship between the parents and the kids. Like,
Cool. Okay.
I like the scenes
human
where like
parents.
they tame Dumbo and he does all this stuff.
Okay.
Does all this stuff. The flying scenes, they were really, really good.
Cool.
And they capture some grand shots of the whole place. And then there's also the humor.
Oh, that's nice.
While none of it is laugh out loud funny, there are a few scenes which you found kind of funny. Like, for example, there's the snake charmer guy in like the circus. And so one of the guys says like, "Your snakes aren't real." And then he flips over the can and it reveals 3 fake snakes.
Okay.
So yeah, that was funny.
Awesome.
So yeah, while the story isn't anything amazing, no. Ziv,
Yeah.
okay,
Focus.
move.
Mm-hmm.
Now on to the visuals. All that's good in that.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're very good.
Yeah.
I really like the backgrounds.
Yeah, they're creative.
Yeah, like for example, the previous circus that the circus owner went to, and then the new with all these like very old style entertainment places and such. And then the new circus is like the sort of more advanced circus, and it looks a lot brighter
Yeah.
and has some crazy things. Like there's this sci-fi science thing
Oh,
with robotically made humans,
okay.
and there's also like a terror center, which is supposed to like frighten the customers.
Okay.
Yeah, so the background's really good. What's also really good is some of like the movement, like for example, like all the scenes where characters are dancing or they're flying around. I already said the flying scenes are gorgeous
Mm-hmm.
in this film.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of those scenes were good.
Well, it's a Tim Burton movie, so visuals are
Yeah.
very imaginative.
And then the elephants are very detailed. It looks like a real elephant,
Okay.
which comes with its flaws, but we're not getting into that.
Okay.
And then now let's move on to the characters. Now the main character. Now for all the good I have to say about the characters are probably the weakest part of the movie. Of the movie,
Okay.
because some of them just feel bland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for example, but still there are some good characters.
Give us
The
some.
family is likable.
Okay.
Some of the background extras, like again the snake charmer and the longo.
Who's Danny DeVito playing?
He is the circus owner.
Oh.
And he. Yeah, and sometimes the acting can be good.
Okay.
So yeah, that's good. That's good. Now, as much as I appreciate this film and how it's different from like the original Dumbo, and how pretty it looks, and how solid some of the characters are, it does have flaws. I mean, like, if there's anything I've learned from like the past few months is that no movie is complete without flaws.
Not even Spider-Man.
Yeah, not even Spider-Man. But yeah, the movie has some pretty noticeable flaws.
Okay.
So with the changes, I liked how they made it different, and I like how they incorporated the parts from the original Dumbo without changing it up.
Mm-hmm.
But the only problem I have here is the runtime. Like, I have no real problem with like a movie that's like an hour and a half, or 2 hours, or even 2.5 hours. But compared to how short the original was, some of the scenes just feel like padding
Yeah.
to get to that hour and a half runtime. Like the ending, spoilers, where Dumbo returns to his jungle.
He does.
Returns to his jungle.
Okay.
And then I was kind of like confused. Does this mean of like a Jungle Book remake sequel?
Yeah.
Is there gonna be a Tarzan reboot? A Rescuers reboot?
Who knows?
Huh.
Yeah. But
So, yeah.
it seemed out of place, you say.
Yes, it seems kind of out of place and just a padded runtime.
Okay.
Again, I've already said the connection between the family is not as strong as the connection between Dumbo and Jumbo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the jokes are on laugh out loud and hilarious, but those are not like real problems.
Okay.
Then the CGI. Well, I do like how it's detailed.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the details like all around it.
Yeah. Grandpa was
With
very impressed
great
with it.
detail comes great handicaps. That's how that classic saying goes.
Yes.
No, that's not.
It is.
Because like the elephants, they can't emote anymore.
Oh, that's true.
They're like animated a bit too realistically,
Mm-hmm.
and now they don't really show emotion.
Yeah, so the facial expressions are limited.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying. Because they are.
and it kind
elephants.
of dampens
Yeah.
the film.
Yeah, I think it would.
Now, while the family is likable, it's not really interesting and all that
Mhm.
stuff.
Okay. The family is the humans.
Yeah, the humans.
Okay.
They're not interesting.
It's
Really?
not. Mm-hmm.
And then the animals, they serve almost no part in this film aside from Dumbo and Jumbo.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're greatly handicapped.
Yeah.
And even Dumbo and Jumbo are greatly weakened.
Okay.
And then some of the acting is not very good. Like, for example, there's this French girl named Colette.
Okay.
And for the most part, she barely gives any enthusiasm in her role.
Mhm.
And then there are actors which just give too much enthusiasm.
Oh, I see.
But still,
That's-
sometimes even their over enthusiasm and under enthusiasm can be enjoyable,
Yeah.
unironically.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, overall, Dumbo isn't that bad.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Not
The
like the
story
best movie.
is
Mhm.
solid. The visuals are mesmerizing, if flawed. And the characters, while not the best characters in all of media, are still decently written. If I've had to recommend this film, it would be seeing it without seeing the first Dumbo.
Okay. So that you're not prejudiced against it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Do you want to give it a rating?
yes. Story 7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Visuals 8 out of 10. Characters 6 out of 10. Overall 7 out of 10. Not bad.
Not bad. Okay. What's next on your agenda?
Avengers Month,
Yes.
where we prepare for the final Avengers movie
Mm-hmm.
by reviewing the first Avengers, Age of Ultron, hopefully.
Hopefully, if it works.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Avengers Infinity War, and then by the finale, Avengers Endgame. Now, I already planned to do this back in 2018, but my attention span was super short, and I thought that being bored during one film of a franchise means you can't see the rest of the franchise. And I was wrong. I was dumb.
You were young and your attention span got longer. Yeah. Okay.
Although it's still not super long.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.